Hey everybody, Michelle with Michelle's Frugal Living here. Thanks for watching my videos and time for a little couponer chat with you guys. So I'm going to answer a question that I've never made a whole video about before, but lots and lots of people have asked me over the years here on my YouTube channel. So people want to know what it is that I do with my stockpile. And I kind of find it interesting that people need to ask me that, because what do you do with all this stuff? I mean, the same thing you would do with it if you had a bunch of it. So, I guess it's okay to ask that, and I answer it to people, and I've answered it in a variety of ways to people, but, you know, I talk about it in my videos about buying stuff for other people. I give stuff away. I use it myself, which is the, you know, first and foremost. You know, I buy a lot of the stuff for myself. You know, we get a lot of offers from companies when products are new. They want to give it away, so it gets you to try it, and then you start using their product. You know, I like to try the new things and stuff like that. So, number one, I use the stuff myself. Number two, there's my man, and I buy stuff for him. And, you know, when I got into couponing more, and it took about 6 months in or so, I realized I was getting a lot of stuff that I wasn't needing. And I started giving it away to my family. And, you know, that's a big step once you know, when I say my family, I mean my siblings, their families, mom and dad, and, you know, people like that. So I started giving it away to them. And, you know, that's really great, because they can have whatever they want. They just need to ask me for it, and I'll give it to them. I showed you the diapers. I bought all those diapers from my nephew, and, you know, baby food and stuff like that. I mean, I'll do that. I'll buy specific things for people when they ask me to, or even when they don't. I think everybody's tired of getting toothpaste from me. Yeah. So giving to family members. After that, I started giving away to friends, you know, just people I know, co-workers and stuff like that. And that's good, you know. You know, this past Christmas, I talked about it in one of my videos. I at our staff Christmas party, I took toothpaste and lip balms, and I gave everybody that. You know, I use it to gift for wedding gifts, bridal showers, baby showers, birthdays if I needed to, anything like that, any kind of gifts, okay, Christmas gifts and stuff. It all comes out of my stockpile now, and I think that has been a really great thing that has come out of couponing for me, is being able to just give away, like give somebody $50 of stuff. And it seemed weird at first when I started doing that. You know, when especially it's like a coworker or something having the bridal shower and stuff like that. It seemed a little bit weird at first, but you know what? Giving them a gift bag full of like Olay body wash and whatever shampoo I have, and, you know, and or soaps and stuff, they love it. Every time I have ever done that, everybody has been very appreciative of giving that stuff away like that. And I've never had anybody be like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that. You know, I've never heard that from anybody. So being able to give it away like that. Okay, then there's giving away to charity in different ways. Now, I could certainly, and people tell me this, I have gotten so many comments on this, and it kind of annoys me. It was like, well, you need to give that to such and such, you know, mission or whatever, you know, like the homeless shelter or something like that. Well, I don't need to. I can do what I want with it. And I have given to a variety of charitable type of events like that. You know, if I wanted to, I could take all of my stockpile and never have any of it and take it over to the women's shelter, or, you know, there's a few like teen shelters in the area, and, you know, the homeless shelter or whatever, or just the food pantries at the churches in the area. And, you know, if I did that, then they might see me as like, you know, if I was constantly giving them stuff, that they would always expect me to do that and everything else. When I decide to give to a charity type of thing like that, it's because I it's like a one-off thing for me to do something like that. And my sister has asked me numerous times to her church. She's at a pretty big church, and they have larger mission events that they do and go to and stuff like that. And, giving her shampoo and stay free pads and stuff like that, because, for things that they do. So I give away a lot of stuff. So much of my stuff is just given away. Like, for whatever reason. It's just whatever comes around, and I like to have the stuff on hand. I don't like to be without stuff to be able to give it away. And so if I was giving to, take always constantly, okay, it came in the house, I need to go give this stuff away right now, I wouldn't have it when I need it. And the point of having a stockpile is that you have stuff on hand when you do need it. And, being able to help somebody if they lost their job, was in a car accident, had a fire, a variety of things like that. The tornado came through, and, different things like that happen. And I want to be prepared to give people stuff when I need to, right? And the other thing is like, I don't feel like when I need something, I don't go to the store and buy it. I have it in my house already, and I shop out of my stockpile. And, that's a big change that happens when you have a lot of variety of stuff. When I get sick, which doesn't happen very often, but, I, got a stuffy nose a while back, and it was like, I need some cold medicine so I can sleep. Well, I already had it in my stockpile, right? So, to me, that's the whole reason of doing this actually, and why I started doing it, so I could have the stuff on hand and be prepared. And there was, the big economic turn back in 2008, 2009, and times were getting hard, and I didn't have a lot of money, and they weren't giving me a pay raise at work and whatever, and it was comforting to know that I had the stuff. If for some reason I lost my job, or anything happened, I knew that all of this stuff was handled. I didn't have to go out and buy shampoo, and I don't have to go out and buy soap and spend money on laundry detergent. I'm set, okay? I have that stuff. And I always keep stuff on hand for myself. And, okay, so giving stuff away to people I don't know is there. Also, I trade the stuff. I've done that on a variety of occasions. I've traded... actually, the one time, and I made a video, this was like years ago, because this man, he died, this past year, but he used to, do, automotive work for me all the time on my cars, and he did never want to take any money, and he's on disability and stuff like that, and whatever, and, I just was like, I have to give him something, and so, well, I made him cry. Okay, here's this man that I barely know. He's like, a friend of my man's, and I don't even know him. And I'm like giving him all this stuff, and because I was like, he can use it, and it's like, and then his wife cried, and I was just like, why are we crying? And he hugged me, and it was just like, it's so nice when you can just give somebody something like that, and it's totally unexpected. And to me, that's what this is about for me, because I've done it enough, and it's like, it is so gratifying just to be able to give stuff to people. There's been a lot of occasions that I have given things away like that. Okay, and then let's talk about selling it. And I do sell my stockpile, and I got into selling it initially through the people at work because, I had given them a few things here and there for whatever. And then they were like, well, what else do you have? Do you have some of this? Or I was like going on about getting Tresemme shampoo. And then it's like, well, I'll buy the Tresemme from you. How much did it cost you? That kind of thing. And so I started selling to people I knew specifically, and not charging, an astronomical amount for it. Like, I tend to go for about a third of whatever Rite Aid sells it for. And, because Rite Aid's prices, those are what I got stuck in my head, and I know that they're a little higher than, like, say, if you went to Target or Kroger or whatever. So that typically, but it really depends on what the item is. And some things I just want to get rid of, like medications, vitamins, and stuff like that. Those type of items that I'm buying because they're purely moneymaker deals. I don't want to have them sitting around, and I try to get rid of them as much as I can. Physically, I've only had one yard sale where I've actually sold the stuff at my house. And actually, after I had done that, I really didn't care to do that because I had numerous people were like, "Oh, you got all this stuff. I'm going to have to come back. I'll bring my friend over," and stuff like that. Like they were going to come when I wasn't having a yard sale. And I didn't want to do that. And I don't want people to come to my house like that, knocking on my door, asking, because I ran out of laundry soap and shampoo and stuff like that, or whatever. I have had yard sales at my house to sell my other stuff that I get, because I go out to auctions and stuff. I've talked about that previous, and whatever. But I have taken my stuff to a place and sold it several times to get rid of the bulk of it. And that's a whole other experience, doing something like that and selling stuff. But it's really great. And I've done it enough times that I got regular people who come back and was like, "Are you going to be here next time?" And I'm planning on it again. And so it becomes one of those things. It's like, I don't buy this stuff so that I can be out there hustling and making a buck off of selling this stuff. It isn't why I do this. I coupon for all those other reasons that I talked about previous, because I like to be able to help people and give the stuff away. And, so it started out doing it for myself to save money, then being able to give it to people, family and stuff like that. And then being able to give it away to other people that I don't even know, strangers for whatever reason. And selling it, in my mind, being able to sell some of it helps me reinvest money back into it so that I can give more stuff away like that and feel okay about giving it away. Because that's like, I'm not a rich person monetarily, money-wise. Okay, if anybody looked at how much money I had, they would not think I'm a rich person. But I feel rich because of all of this stuff that I have and what I'm able to do with couponing and everything. And Rite Aid is just so generous to us for giving us all these deals. And it's a really fabulous week this week. So, there it is. That's what I do with my stockpile. And I'm not saying that any of this is right for you or anybody else out there. It's just what I do, and what I choose to do with my stockpile. And depending on how much you want to be into couponing, there's different levels. You just keep it in your family, and you just buy enough to, who lives in your house and keep it there. But, for me, certainly, I mean, if I didn't ever have to go out and sell any of this stuff, I think I'd be happy with that as well. But I do get way too much stuff. And like I said, the amount of money that I get off of that really helps pay for everything else and tax, and stuff like that, and buying newspapers and to get coupons and stuff like that. Anyways, I hope that answers the question, and maybe nobody will ask me ever again, right? All right, talk to you later.